This time on Roadkill, it's a winter wonderland with a roots blower! Yeah!
We're taking T-Bizzle where she's never been before.
Go, baby, go!
Yeah!
Well, we may be dumb, but at least we're adventurous. Your challenge, if you should choose to accept it, is to drive that car in the dead of winter from here in Rapid City, South Dakota, all the way to like Boondocks, Minnesota, where we've got a project vehicle sitting there that we already bought sight unseen that is going to be a big surprise to you and probably to us once we get there.
I gotta admit, all I heard was car, blah, blah, donuts in the parking lot.
Oh, there is that. This is a choice place. I've never seen this pile before. This is cool.
Allow me to tell you all about T-Bizzle. This is either an 85 or 86 T-Bird, I'm not sure which. I bought it for an episode of Faster with Finnegan. That's a 302 Ford. It's completely stock, right down to the valve springs. We did nothing except put a blower and Holley carbs on top of this thing. It's a 671 blower shop unit. It's Teflon stripped. It has all the tricks. It makes way too much boost for this stock engine that only wants to rev to 4,000 RPM. The transmission, 4-speed automatic, also stock. The rear diff, totally stock, except we welded up the spider gears, and this is a 4-lug car. This is all the stuff you shouldn't do to your stock T-Bird, and we did it anyway, and picked up 4 seconds at an 8-mile drag strip versus its stock time. And more importantly, we whooped Cletus McFarland's butt with T-Bizzle.
This is great for me because it's the first time we've ever done a Faster with Finnegan crossover car onto the Roadkill show. And what that means is that he has completely pre-molested this thing along with Newbern and Cotton. I had nothing to do with it, so let's add up the benefits. I take no blame. I get to experience it for the very first time, and hopefully I don't have to wrench on it in winter.
And now we're gonna find out, how good does it work in the snow?
You know, we've had a lot of winter adventures in our day. We've driven to Alaska in the Ranchero.
We drove that wagon with no windows to,
Yeah, the Buick wagon.
where'd we go? Kansas City? Wichita.
In the
Which is
rain.
in Kansas, unlike Kansas City.
That was the origin of Homeless Dave.
That's right.
That's when I first appeared wearing my blanket. By the way, that's gonna degenerate as this trip goes on. Right now, it's like a balmy 20 degrees. It's not that cold.
I fixed it.
It's gonna get worse. Ooh, runs good. I didn't think it would start.
He's been tuned for the altitude.
That's impressive. Wipers work. All right, we are good to donut. I'm so happy nothing can be my fault. Oh, security, just in time. Oh, wow. It's already missing.
Yeah, it's misfired.
Oh, it does great donuts. The engine might be falling out. Oh, this thing runs terrible.
It does. Well, when I put it together, I said to the guys, it's only got to last 3 passes. I really didn't think, you know, we were going cross country.
But you chose this for cross country.
I get a short memory.
Wow. I feel kind of self-conscious about the misfire.
All right, let's go. I feel like the car's tested, it's ready.
Sure.
We'll just idle all the way to Mount Rushmore.
Welded rear end, ice, 6 cylinders, 3-gallon gas tank. Good to go.
That runs good now.
Huh. Maybe it needs to warm up. See, it wants to like run fine now.
Yeah.
It shifted.
There we go.
Okay, Mount Rushmore,
Let's do this.
20 miles away. What are the odds we make it? So it's 3 gallons, but it's probably getting no better than 7, so that might be 21 miles. What if it gets us all the way there?
That would be pretty amazing.
Yeah. Let's say it's making 300 horsepower at the crank right now. Well, if the blower is sucking 150 horsepower, then you're right at the margin of where the 302 block breaks in half.
Yeah.
Even though you're only making 300 crank. It's perfect. No, the Thunderbird was the high-end personal luxury car in its day.
Pinnacle of engineering back then.
Now 18 miles, and we're there. Well, there it is. Our first running out of gas with our 3-gallon fuel cell. At this point, let's see, we've gone about 10 miles on 3 gallons. I expected it was gonna run out of gas in like 2 or 3 miles. This is season 9 of Roadkill. I would say for the last 5 seasons, Finnegan's been saying, let's do a burnout in front of Mount Rushmore. So that's our plan. And I just got the world's most annoying Chinese fuel cell cap on, ready to go. All right, you are gassed. I think 3 gallons will get us there. All right. It shifted.
Third gear Bernie's in the snow.
Oh, we're so dead.
Nah.
Yeah, we're just fine. All right, let's go attack some icy, windy mountain roads.
All right.
You know, the Native Americans are like super not happy that we defaced their mountain with all the presidential faces and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, look at the tunnels. The tunnel's cool.
Yeah.
There's a city here and none of it's open.
Yeah. It's awesome, and I love it. Mount Rushmore National Memorial. All right, we're getting close now.
So can you name the presidents that are on there?
No.
So
Lincoln?
Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt, and Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, dude, there it is. There it is.
Yep, there you go.
Look at that. We made it to Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
No, no, no. This is my moment. No, car.
Live the dream, Finnegan.
Yes, 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 yes,
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, America.
Goals achieved.
Oh, man. I don't need anything else on this trip.
It pulled around sideways, got the perfect view. That's pretty sweet.
I feel so patriotic now.
Oh, that's great.
So American.
Rushmore was amazing, and the profile's even better, right?
Oh, yeah, you can see right up his schnoz.
Why don't you go ahead and explain the part that the audience missed?
I might have allegedly run the car into a curb, which probably likely bent the wheel and popped the tire off the bead, and we don't have a lug wrench, nor do we have a jack.
And that town back there is completely closed, so we're 20 miles away from anything. So the solution to all of this is?
More burnouts?
Yeah.
And then limp our way out of here, very slowly.
I'm gonna watch. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We're under the nose of George Washington, and Finnegan had to do another burnout. I blame him.
Here we go. I just did a donut in front of Washington.
All right, let's go.
We're out of gas, dude.
Out of gas.
Ran out of gas twice, bent the wheel on the car, hit a curb. Yep, she's empty. I just did a 180 burnout in front of George Washington's nose. Best day at work ever.
Freezing, nothing more than freezing.
All right, we're back in business.
That was majestic.
It was exhilarating.
Presidential. But that wheel's still bent.
Yeah. I know what we're doing tomorrow.
You could probably use 2 front tires, in truth, since you're only gonna do that again. morning.
Yo.
I'm sick.
You look bad.
I'm pretty sick.
Yeah, I don't mean like homeless. I mean like this is not homeless Dave. You just look unwell.
I feel better than that wheel.
It's concave.
Yeah.
It's got problems. So let's take it off and beat on it.
Okay, I'll get the jack.
Okay. It's like a hula hoop.
That has a lot of whoop-de-doo going on.
Not only did we bend the hoop, we bent the barrel of the wheel. It's concave.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Like at 50, it settled in and stopped vibrating.
Which was surprising, because that is junk.
Yeah. Oh no, now it's gonna be out of balance.
So while we're doing this, we have a local junkyard looking for wheels for us, but this is more adventurous. I'm pretty sure it's fixed.
It's better. It was worth the effort. Wow. It's a majestic, beautiful day today.
That's junk. I think we need to wait for the junkyard wheel.
Junkyard wheels?
Yeah.
All right, junkyard wheels.
Let's see what's wrong with this other wheel bearing while those guys are finding the wheel. I want to check one more thing that can't possibly be my fault since I didn't touch this car before yesterday, which is that this wheel bearing seems to be making a hideous noise. And sure enough, that is loose. We had a couple of things going on here. First of all, these wheels take the long shank, and it had short shanks on 2 of them. The other thing is, see how these wheel washers have some cup to them? You actually want to put the concave side towards the wheel and the convex side towards the lug. It actually says wheel side on the washer right there, and 2 of them were on backwards. And these wheels, it's really critical to have the long lugs because you can see they have to stick all the way through this weird, like, center cast aluminum bit and into the other side. And on top of that, look, this wheel is broken right by that lug.
We have bent wheels. Dave's apparently passed out in a vitamin C-induced coma. I figure I'll improve our fuel range and economy right here, right now. I got this, don't worry. It's a one-man job. This holds 14 gallons. That only holds 3. So we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna plumb this. This is actually a boat gas tank. You can find this at really good hardware stores. All we gotta do is figure out a way to get a hose in here, plumb it to our electric fuel pump, and then we will have increased our fuel capacity nearly 5 times. And it fits. Look at that, that just fits right in there. We need a rubber line going from here to there. But you don't want to just put a rubber line inside the fuel and let it dangle in there, because eventually today's modern gasoline will degrade the rubber line and it'll just get soft and rubber chunks will go in your fuel, and next thing you know, you're stuck on the side of the road. So you need a metal line to go down in there, right? Air conditioning hard line. It's 3/8, it's perfect. I'm gonna use a unibit to put a hole in the tank. I'll put a rubber grommet to seal it, and then voila, it even has a high pressure 3/8 rubber hose on it. This might even be long enough to go connecting right to our electric fuel pump. So right now, I'm pumping out the 3-gallon fuel cell into this spare can so that I can disconnect the fuel line from that fuel cell. I've got to convert our fuel pump from AN line to rubber hose, which means I've got to get that fitting in the fuel pump. This right here. Gaff tape over that, put the fuel in there. We are good to go.
What'd I miss?
How you doing, Sleeping Beauty?
Sick. Oh, wow.
We have a fuel system. So we'll put some gas in it, wedge the toolbox behind it, front tires on the road.
Nice. I should sleep through all the work more often.
It's ready. Well, although not nearly as cool as our weld wheels, these junkyard 4-luggers are gonna get us down the road. To where? I have no idea. Right before we leave, let's autograph the wheel and leave it here and put it on the internet.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We got new rubber, we got new gas.
I got a nap. Make sure it runs and I'll slam it.
Will it roast them? Oh, baby.
So is your pickup not?
Well, it's a giant gas tank. The pickup's at the bottom of it, but we have 2 gallons spread across an uneven sitting on a hill.
Probably needs more.
Yeah.
Okay. So pour more in.
If we had more.
I thought they have a whole gas can full.
That's what I dumped in that one.
Well,
we're out.
Pretty sure it's not picking up fuel out of the tank. We need more gas. Okay, it's 9 degrees out now. This thing is cranking and cranking and cranking and not starting. So we're going to the ether. Whoa. Hey. It's cranking and he's got the key out.
Disconnect the battery.
Pop the hood.
Ah! That's not good.
It's locked up.
Woo.
I hit that and it stopped. It's cold.
That's not good.
No. That was funny.
Okay.
Did you see what just happened there? We went and started it and it died, but the engine was still cranking. I opened the hood and just hit the starter relay with my fist right here, and it stopped. It's like the relay froze shut. Squirt it. There's no fuel in the balls. No accelerator pump. Zamma Jamma boat tank is not working.
I understand this should work. I'm wondering if it didn't suck up the piece of plastic I drilled.
So if they got picked up, they could have jammed the fuel pump. Nope.
Yeah, it's not changing pitch or anything. Get a water bottle, fill it with gas.
And prime it.
Yeah. It's not even trying, dude.
Pump is not doing jack. It must have plastic in it.
Yeah, okay. I guess shut it off. Take the pump out.
I think what we're gonna have to do is pull that pump out of there and see what's wrong, because we've tested every which way and the electric fuel pump just is not pulling fuel. We're entering hour 8 in the hotel parking lot. First, it was the wheel that was mangled that we could not straighten out. Then it was the hunt at local junkyards to find new wheels that would go on there. Then there was tightening a wheel bearing. That was no big deal. And now what's going on is that the new fuel system that Mike also fabricated while we were here has failed. The fuel pump is not pumping fuel. Our operating theory is that the plastic that he drilled into the gas tank got sucked up and is in the fuel pump and is keeping it from flowing. We're probably gonna get another one. We got the fuel pump out. There's no plastic in here. This is fine. It is a gear rotor pump.
There's a screen right here.
Is there?
Yeah.
I've never seen a screen on one of those. That's perfectly wide open.
Better question is, why didn't Cotton put a fuel filter back here?
Yeah, let's blame him.
I wired the relay. That works. Let's call him. Maybe there's a hidden fuel filter we haven't found.
And it's clogged.
And it's clogged.
Mike again.
T-Bizzle, think back to where you were plumbing the fuel system.
Yep.
Where's the fuel filter?
Fuel filter was in the back of the in the trunk.
We agree.
Right, yeah, it should have been. Do you remember actually installing one, is the question.
Yeah, it was in there. And there's a little blue filter inline right between the tank and the pump.
There's our man's filter right there.
Yeah. We don't have a fitting to make that work, though.
You are blameless, young man.
Yeah, good game. Way to hustle.
Yeah.
I gotta go now. Don't rub it in. Love you. Bye. Well, I can't be sure, but I think having the fuel filter on the inlet side of that pump is pretty much what killed it. So we just went and got another Holley fuel pump. We're gonna put a new fuel filter on the outlet side of it.
If you have a filter that has too much restriction on the inlet side of an electric fuel pump, it makes the pump work too hard. It has to like suck really hard, and it often fails them. So that probably maybe what happened. We're not sure. All we're doing is replacing parts.
We're gonna hook it in there, wire it up, and then we should be, in theory, good to go. New fuel pump is in, put our boat tank back in there, and pretty much, I think it's fixed. I heard it prime.
Sounds good. And, oh yeah, we got fuel squirter. We are fixed.
Let's go.
Okay, fire it up. And it lives. I gotta be honest, we're probably staying the night in Rapid City again because we've done like 14 hours in the hotel parking lot, but we gotta go find out if it works.
Car's fixed. We've been in this town 4 days.
We have 2 days to go 600 miles.
We can do that.
You'll notice I cleverly have not told the audience yet where we're going, so that wherever we end up ends up being the win.
You can't lose.
We can't lose. I did promise that we had a project vehicle we haven't seen yet, though. Stay on this 336 miles.
What's our current speed, sir?
Oh, you can do better than this. 56?
This feels safe.
How about like 70?
Oh. We don't have overdrive.
We should. It's an AOD. It's got the circle around the D, which means overdrive.
I wonder if it won't go overdrive because we pulled the cable all the way tight.
Possible. It thinks you're wide open all the time.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
It sounds to me like it's only at like 2,500 RPM, maybe less.
Yeah, I was thinking like 28, 29. Like, it seems fairly chirpy right here.
We gotta make miles.
The last time we did this sort of thing was in the Jaguar, and we lost the lower pulley. Remember?
Yes, I do.
If that happens again, it will not be as fun because
It probably won't run quite as well.
it's freezing.
Yeah. Our first fail. Not too bad, but I'm worried that, look how I can shake the whole engine.
Stock rubber mounts are not as good as they used to be.
Wow. I just didn't want these bolts to fall out and go through the blower. The engine I don't care about. I don't want to ruin the blower. I'm pretty sure you have the technology to fix that. I'll be sitting in the car. Man, it's cold.
Okay, that's great.
Man, it's been going pretty good today. We've gone almost 200 miles. This thing's motoring along, no problem so far. We're trying to make it all the way to Fargo, North Dakota tonight. 300 miles from here. And unfortunately, we have very small gas capacity and we just put 87 octane in this thing for the very first time. I don't think Finnegan knows that, so let's get out of here before he notices. Oh, this is not gonna be fun. At our last gas stop, it was like in the 30s. And I think it's gotta be under the 20s now. The thing is running so bad because of the cold.
Hey, it's snowing.
Yeah, and it's actively snowing.
Cool. I have a bottle of heat. I'll put it in the fuel. Maybe we can turn the scoop around backwards.
Yeah,
We'll be good.
it's gonna help. So first thing I'm gonna do here is take the scoop off and flip it around, just so we're not ramming as much cold air and ice right down the carburetor.
This is called heat, and it removes moisture out of fuel, prevents rust and corrosion.
That's a boom. You can see what these guys did. They made a bracket to bolt this directly to the carburetors and eliminate the air cleaners entirely. That's why it's running terrible. The boosters are completely frozen over. The boosters in the carburetor, which is where the air passes through them and it draws the fuel out of them, it's so cold, they're iced over. So the holes in the bottom of it are not atomizing the fuel like they need to. It's just glugging. Some of it's probably not getting into the engine at all, and that's why it's misfiring so terribly. Not everyone does this.
And if it keeps the snow out, then it's a good positive change. All right, you're doing great. I'll be in the car.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Woo! Baby. Baby, come on, you're doing great, Freiburger.
Okay, I've got that handled. I think we're out of here. Okay. You know, when you think Fargo, you think this.
Yeah, this is like that movie. Like you're just driving along this desolate, frozen,
Tundra.
horrific road.
Yeah. It's running better.
Oh, it runs great.
I fixed the carburetor.
I'm afraid to give it any more throttle, just in case it just stays there unconditionally.
But those boosters were clearly the problem.
Yeah.
We're 180 miles from our final destination in Fargo, and our windshield wipers just stopped working. And there's melty snow on the windshield that's now freezing. Yikes.
Now I can't see.
The semis just screw you. We're gonna have to exit.
Oh, God.
Shift.
Please shift gently.
Shift. There.
Oh.
Whoa.
We're gonna get to a point where this just becomes crazy.
That's right now. I mean, that tells you how loose it is out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know that we're getting to Fargo.
Yep.
When the trans can't shift without the car sliding, that's not good.
Right. It just tells you how slippery it really is.
Yeah, and it's just gonna get worse. So now let's go back.
And dark is gonna be spooky.
Yep.
So what was that last night? About 140 miles worth of fail?
No, it wasn't failure. I'd wager that was the most exciting part of this journey.
Yeah.
Since the burnouts in front of George Washington.
It was sketchy.
Yeah.
This thing with the locked rear end was slipping everywhere, especially on the shifts. That was crazy.
Yeah, every time the trans shifted, the car would just step out and want to go off the road. And that's not good. I mean, it's 7 degrees this morning, I think.
Yeah.
The road is frozen. So we're gonna build our own heater right now.
And make it happen.
Maybe we'll put chains on later, I don't know, but we're gonna keep going.
Heater?
Yeah, we need heat, because it's freezing in there.
Is the key in here?
I think I left them in there, hoping somebody would steal it.
No one stole this.
Day's not over yet.
No one looked at this car and said, yeah, I'm gonna steal that and joyride it because it's 5 degrees and icy. I went to the gas station and got this awesome Hannibal Lecter mask.
I can't look at you anymore.
Okay, ready? Heat.
Oh, yeah. We need a way to get the extension cord into the car without opening the doors and windows.
I was gonna see. I'm pretty good with this if you are.
Okay. We don't know whether our heater core leaks or not, but it's not plumbed anyway, so we bought a generator. We're gonna strap this to the trunk, fire it up so that we have 110 volt AC power coming out, and then we bought a heater that is the exact same amp draw as this thing allegedly will provide. And then we'll put the heater in the car and try not to set ourselves on fire.
And I think it has a shut-off if it falls over. There you go, hey!
It's working, okay.
Nice.
All right, we strap this down, we run the cord in, put the heater on.
Part of the reason for the heater, by the way, is not just our personal comfort, but it's because as we're driving, the condensation from our breath is freezing to the inside of the windows and we can't see.
And don't worry, it's not gonna obstruct our vision because we don't have a rear view mirror anyway.
Yeah. Why do you get the 30-foot extension cord?
I'm gonna unstick the throttle. Are you ready? Woo!
Can you hand me the plug? Why is this thing at 230 degrees?
I don't know.
How are we overheating? Because the fan is frozen solid?
Is that possible?
Get moving. Yeah, that's possible.
All right.
We are overheating in 5-degree weather. Only roadkill. Now it's 250.
Is our water pump not running? Oh, did the water pump freeze? It's electric.
Yep.
Let's jump out and hit it real quick, because this is not...
Yeah, that's not gonna fly. Okay.
I'll turn the key from the safety and comfort of
I figured you would.
11 degree in here. Well, because you got the hockey mask on.
Yeah.
You're good out there.
The fan is working, so it's gotta be the water pump. The water pump is blazing hot, so I would think if it's frozen, it's melted.
Yeah, it's froze up.
Or is the fuse blown because it was frozen and it barely made it 100 yards out of the hotel, and the thing is overheating at 260 degrees. It blew the fuse on the water pump, probably because the water in the pump was frozen, and so the electric motor stalled and blew the fuse. We put a new fuse in it, but with all the noise and stuff, I can't tell if the pump's running or not, so we're gonna fire it up and see if it cools. It didn't blow the fuse again.
It just dropped like 40 degrees. We're good.
You think you're good? Okay. Plugged in.
Yeah. Oh, he's making warmth, dude. Oh, man. It is making warmth. Oh, man. We're good. It's beautiful. All right, we're making it. Let's go. Sure.
Needs Ansel. I don't want to shift. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're shifting.
Man, I can get rid of the Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, dude, the heater is money right now. Yeah. This might be better than factory. Somebody call Ford. They might want to adopt this technology. I liked our troubleshooting on the water pump. So the water pump froze solid, so when it fired up, it blew the fuse. But then we overheated it to melt the water pump and then replace the fuse, and we were good to go. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, we're not just parts replacers. We're automotive investigators. The generator on the trunk's a good look. If that generator survives this, I give it a lot of credit. I give it credit for firing up in 7-degree weather. I do too. Oh, there. Third gear. Third gear. Now we're moving.
Oh, this isn't good. He was cruising the thing on the highway like steady state RPM or steady state throttle, and the thing just started to die. We smelled oil. Hopefully it just ran out of gas. There is nothing.
There's very little.
Where'd it go?
I see oil dripping everywhere from the cross member and...
We have a massive oil leak. He's gonna try and crank it and see if the engine's blocked up.
Come on, baby, don't be seized up.
Well, the good news is it runs.
It's out of gas.
We did make it to North Dakota. We're like 30 miles from Fargo, and it's officially 0 degrees right now.
I think it's out of gas. I think it just ran off the accelerator pump just now.
Okay,
So
then...
we'll put oil in it,
Yeah.
put gas in it, keep going.
Right.
All right.
And the better news is we think we can keep going.
Do we have oil?
Of course not.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Oh, why are we doing this? Oh, because it's awesome. I remember. Ah, it's so cold.
We got oil. It's pouring out of the oil pressure sender. It's leaking really badly out of the oil pressure sending unit, like the cold just cracked it in half. But I think we can make it to where we got the oil, where there's a parts store where we can put a pipe plug in it. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, we made it to this parts store, and I've got a set of, fake channel locks I'm gonna use to try and get this thing out. Looks like a quarter pipe plug, just broke in half. This part opened up right there, and all the oil's just gushing out of it.
I just so happen to have a quarter pipe plug.
Boom.
Yo.
Tell you what, this is better than having a freeze plug fall out a bunch of times.
Uh-oh.
That was all half of it.
You know what made me feel much better about that? Yeah.
All right, I think we got that repaired.
140 miles to go. Let's do this. Dude, there it is.
We made it.
50 more yards, and technically we're on the property where the next project car is.
There was a time last night when I honestly did not think we were driving this all the way.
Oh, but here we are.
We did it.
Yes, yes.
He said, pull in and keep going until we get stuck.
Okay, okay.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
We made it.
Whoa.
Yeah. We made it all the way in. Check that thing out.
You could touch nose to nose. That's how good we are at this. Oh, this is what winning looks like right here.
Victory is ours. Kill that thing.
No longer necessary.
We no longer need the T-Bird.
Dude, look at it.
Look at the majesty of this thing. Man, so a year and a half ago, we bought this thing sight unseen because it's probably the greatest vehicle that we've ever had as a starting point. You agree?
Technically, I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, but you never saw it in person, never saw a video?
I just knew it was a great idea.
Just knew we had to have it.
Yeah.
Not only is it like the full-on Chrysler, I think it's a Newport, but it's got bonus doors. Check this out.
Count them, Dave. 1, 2, 3, 4 handles on each side.
Yeah. You know what? The greatest thing about this vehicle is that it's not a limo. It's an airport car. So it's not designed for, like, you know, the Las Vegas stripper party. It's designed to haul people from an airport to a hotel. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors on each side and bench seats in each location.
12. That's how many people you could fit in here comfortably. 16 if you try hard.
Exactly. Oh, look at the mold. Yuck. Look at all of the controls on the dash. What is that?
The front seat has headrests built into it. It reminds me of the bucket seats in some of your cars.
Yeah.
This thing's gangster, man. It needs tinted windows and a big block and a locked rear end.
And a lot of burnouts for distance.
Yes.
I can see the snow from where I'm standing by looking through the carpet of the car. That's a bad sign.
But during the summer, it won't matter. That's like air conditioning.
Yeah. We did it!
Damn right we did it. Let's go start a fire.
I know what you've been thinking. Why would these two idiots be driving a roots-blown Thunderbird across the frozen tundra for no reason whatsoever when they could have been just hanging out doing burnouts in front of Mount Rushmore? Well, this is what it's all about. This is our new project vehicle. This is a 1971 Chrysler Newport, which would be nothing special whatsoever, your standard cruising model C-body, except for it's got like 50% more. Instead of having 2 doors or even 4, it's got 8. And we looked at the wheelbase and we're like, you know what? This thing could probably do burnouts in a dead straight line absolutely forever. And that's our plan for a future episode.
We have another project car. We're not even gonna pick this up today, but just knowing it exists physically and that it's not just a picture I saw on Instagram 2 years ago makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. And right now, I'm gonna go get physically warm and fuzzy inside because it's -4 degrees here. The limo, I'll see you later.
It's not a limo.
It is to me.
Ooh, Rockerville.
Woo! Yeah, buddy.
Let's go. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Thank you, America.
Designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard in spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore.